Hello everybody, this is Brandon Evans with Premier Racing Setups. This week we're at Kansas. We're going to jump into the car here, go around the track a few times, and then we'll jump out and analyze the lap. Alright, so that was a lap around, or 2 laps around Kansas. We're going to kind of jump into a little bit of a tutorial here. Coming to turn 1, what you're kind of looking for right here is this Cup Series sign. You're going to do a little bit of a heavy arc into this corner. When you first start out, the tires are cold. You don't have a ton of grip, so it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of hold the throttle down just a little bit through the corner, meaning you don't have to fully lift. I would advise against that in the race because you're going to be carrying so much speed in the draft. But you know, as the tires warm up, and if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you absolutely can. The other lane that's 100% available, especially at the very start of the run, is the top lane. There's a good little bump through the top lane, but it's a very viable option. Just watch your tire heat. Alright, so what we're trying to do here is just stay down to the in between the white line and the hash mark right here. Obviously, the run in the very bottom is where the most grip is. As with most 1.5-mile tracks, you can start to exit the corner a little bit early to try to carry as much momentum. You're going to be kind of aiming right up here for this American Ethanol sign up here on exit. You'll notice that there's black marks that iRacing's put in all down this wall right here, and that's because of the way the wind is at Kansas. It will sometimes get snappy loose off this corner. It all depends if the wind, changes directions or stops blowing. It can kind of cause a bit of a hassle. So be mindful of that off this corner, especially late in the run. So aiming for the American Ethanol on the green wall. Now at 3 and 4. You want a heavy lift kind of right here, coming into the end of the green wall and the caution light. The wind is really bad typically through 3 and 4. It is a much tighter corner. You can really roast the right front tire. You're going to kind of slow arc it down to this corner. If you arc it too fast and you make a mistake and hit this apron, it will just plow you right up the racetrack. You can see all the black marks along the wall here. And not to mention right here on exit, and you'll see it in just a moment, right here where the safer barrier ends and the wall starts, you actually lose a bunch of distance. You can kind of see this double wall right here. So you actually had a lot more space back in the day, but now you don't. And right here is a big choke point. That this is where a lot of wrecks happen. So you want to make sure that you nail this corner and do not miss the exit. My go-to position for exit here is this hash mark right here. If you're above this, you're really, really at risk of hitting this wall. And I'm going to show you on the next lap because I really pushed it on exit. And I will show you what I'm talking about. Kind of go through a hot lap here. So again, getting it back down to the bottom. Be really aggressive. You can be very aggressive on throttle if you'd like to be. Hit that green mark on the wall. Arc it down to the corner. Mindful of the wind. Yeah, right there. So I was just a touch over this line. You can kind of see like where I'm at. Yeah. so just above. But that's all right. Early in the run, you can get by with it. Late in the run, or if you're trying to be too side by side with somebody, it gets pretty treacherous. So all right, so that's a couple laps at Kansas. It's a really fun racetrack. A lot of activity in iRacing during this week. It's nice to go to a 1.5 miles and kind of jump away from Bristol. But enjoy this week. Have a good time. Again, Premier Racing Setups, 2 builders and 1 setup pack. $15 a month is the best deal on iRacing for the next gen car. Take care and good luck.